Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I'm Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us, coming to you from our fantastic Central Washington location. I'm sorry I didn't suit up. I brought jackets. I brought ties. I didn't bring a dress shirt. Totally blew it. So we're going a casual Saturday as I record this video. We're going to circle back now on Washington State's magazine ban, in particular, the case of State of Washington versus Gators Guns, because it has been nothing but an absolute S show ever since this thing first got started. And it appears that we're going to finally get some resolution. Didn't say it's going to be good resolution, but said we're going to get some resolution. We got some big news at the tail end of the work week. I want to share it with you all now, give you some important dates so that you guys can understand that we actually have some big stuff coming up. So today, let's spend a few minutes and let's talk about Washington State Supreme Court accepts review of the magazine ban. Okay, before we get going too far down the road we're going down, proud to announce that this video is, well, before we go there, this is the God's honest truth. I actually found this company on Kickstarter, contacted my business manager, Alex, and said, Alex, get a hold of these people. I really, really want to talk to them. What am I talking about? I'm talking about PaintCam. Revolutionize your home system with cutting-edge technology, introducing the ultimate home security system, PaintCam Smart Home Security. Their cutting-edge security system for home provides unparalleled protection, ensuring your family's safety and giving you ultimate peace of mind. PaintCam's advanced technology detects both humans and pets using state-of-the-art facial recognition to distinguish between welcome guests and potential intruders. In the event of an unwanted intrusion, our system springs into action, deploying paintball markers or tear gas to deter the intruder and mark them for easy identification by authorities. I'm not making this stuff up. How cool is that? PaintCam's Eve Smart home security system funded on Kickstarter in less than an hour, and now at 650% funding. It comes with 3 models, Eve, Eve Plus, and of course the Eve Pro, each with unique functionalities. Features include animal pet detection, face recognition, regular, UV, and upcoming pepper gas paintballs, night vision, sound warning, high-resolution camera, and of course, user-controlled autonomous mode. App integration for easy security settings, adding faces, confirming access, and more. Easy installation process. Currently available on Kickstarter, this is important, at 40% off the regular price. Estimated shipping January 25th. Hey, if you don't believe me, check out some of the features they've done with Fox News, Uncrate, and the Washington Times. Listen, this is really absolutely one of the coolest security devices we've ever seen. Check out that link right there for more information. Visit our good friends at paintcam.eu. Okay, coming to you once again from our fantastic Central Washington location. That is the Teanaway River right there behind us. We are talking about the case of State of Washington versus Gators Guns. And we have talked about this case a lot. Now, as you recall, there was an injunction that was granted at a Cowlitz County Superior Court on April 8th. That injunction was granted somewhere around 3:30 in the afternoon. Hallelujah, glory be. By about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, roughly 88 minutes later, give or take a minute, then Supreme Court Commissioner Michael Johnston had stayed that injunction, thus putting us back under the iron curtain of Bob Ferguson's law. Now, there then was a hearing to determine whether or not that stay would remain in effect, and many of you had a lot of comments about the overall atmosphere and demeanor of that, and I understand where you were coming from. Well, as you recall, after that, then there was a decision that needed to be made. And the decision was, would this go to the Division II Court of Appeals and be argued there, or would it just go directly to the Washington State Supreme Court? And when we talked to our good friend Pete Serrano from the Silent Majority Foundation, he said, hey, listen, it might as well just go straight to the Supreme Court, because whoever loses in Division II is going to appeal it to the State Supreme Court. And so that is what both parties were requesting, and that is exactly what is going to happen. The Washington State Supreme Court has accepted review of the case of State of Washington versus Gators Guns. Now, I'm going to give you some really important dates, but I want you to understand that the hearing that I'm going to be talking about in a moment is only going to be argument.
as to whether or not the injunction, which was imposed by Cowlitz County Superior Court, should remain stayed, or should the stay be lifted and the injunction go back into effect. Translation, we can start living free like Americans once again. Now, very, very important dates. Mark them on your calendar, okay? The state of Washington's brief is going to be due on June 11th. The silent majority and Gator Guns are going to have their brief due on June 18th. Okay, and then the Supreme Court will have a conference to determine this on July 10th. It's not oral argument, but a chamber conference. On July 10th to determine whether or not the injunction goes back into place or the injunction remains stayed. Now, what do I think is going to happen? Well, let me ask you. What do you think's going to happen, okay? I think that Supreme Court Commissioner Michael Johnston probably telegraphed significantly where this court is going to go. And when you live in a uniparty state, Washington, this is what you get. Now, once the decision is made sometime after July 10th as to whether or not a stay of the injunction will remain in effect, that is, will the law actually still be enforced, or will we be able to live free again, then dates will be set for argument on the merits as well. I'm going to tell you right now that once dates are set for the arguments on the merits, pay very careful attention to what the United States Supreme Court has done, because if they have accepted review of one of the cases out of Illinois, which right now there appears to be a good probability that that may happen, then this case is going to be stayed pending the outcome of what the United States Supreme Court says. If, however, the United States Supreme Court decides to pass this term on all of the assault weapon ban cases, then we are going to end up with this matter before the Washington State Supreme Court, and we're likely to see a ruling that will probably mimic the Aloha spirit, because I have no faith in this particular Supreme Court to actually uphold your individual liberties. Now, the case once again is State of Washington versus Gators Guns. It started out of Cowlitz County. Let's remember a couple things. Wally Wentz, the guy who owns Gators Guns, he's put his whole livelihood on the line to fight this battle for all of you, okay? So we're going to put a link down below for all of Wally's information, and if you're down in the Cowlitz County area, you ought to just swing on by and spend some money at Wally's store. Also remember that this suit, like many others, is brought to you by your good friends at the Silent Majority Foundation, including Pete Serrano for AG. We're going to put a link for everything for the Silent Majority Foundation down below, so that if you want to show them some love, you can do so as well. Maybe you got ideas for videos we should be doing here at Washington Gun Law. If you do, go ahead and click on that link right there. Some of the best ideas we ever had weren't really our ideas. If you got any questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, you guys should know how to get a hold of Washington Gun Law by now. If you don't, that information is down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.